listeners, welcome to the MedReach podcast by MedReach Knowledge Sharing Forum, top notch talk with healthcare experts. I'm your host Roshna. Let me give you a quick insight about what is MedReach Knowledge Sharing Forum. We are the only forum to focus on healthcare management knowledge sharing. Our forum helps you to connect with healthcare industry experts. MedReach Knowledge Sharing Forum is the right place to share best practices, interesting queries and articles respect to the healthcare field. To share and seek in all the fields of healthcare industry, join with us today. Visit knowledge.medreach.in. This episode to join with us we have Mr. Chirag Parmar, CEO of Lotus Hospital Gujarat. He holds MBA in Hospital Management. He has 14 years of experience in the field of healthcare operations and quality, as well as training and development. He holds a work experience with reputed and leading organizations like Nidhi Hospital, M&M Hospital, SRL Labs, Apollo Hospital, and HCG Hospital. Thank you, Mr. Chirag, for joining the MedReach podcast. Warm welcome to you. So, I have given a gist about you. Can you elaborate on the same for us by starting off with your self introduction?
Hello everyone. Hope you all are stay safe in this pandemic situation. Already my introduction given by Roshna. Thank you, Roshna. Uh, Myself, Chirag Parmar. I done degree of MBA in hospital management from Ahmedabad. I am healthcare professional and working since 14 years in the field of healthcare. I have achieved many awards and certificates. Also attended CMEs in healthcare division. Uh, I'm keenly interested in quality department as well as training and development. I'm a blog writer and regularly release my blog in leading Ahmedabad Mirror newspaper. I love to singing also. I love to write poem and regular blog.
Thank you so much for a self introduction. Definitely, I think it will help. So, today's topic is going to be NAVH implementation process and its standards. To start off with the podcast, tell us about the basic groundwork to start with the NAVH implementation process.
Yes. Before implementing process, I would like to share what is NABH. The NABH full meaning of National Accreditation Board for Hospital and Healthcare Providers. NABH focusing on patient safety and quality of healthcare by adopting various national and international based healthcare practices. As per my knowledge, QCI Quality Council of India, established in 1997 through a cabinet decision of the Government of India. So this is the part of Government of India. And it was established as the national body for accreditation and quality promotion in the country. For groundwork, need to understand why NABH. First, everybody might be have questions. What is the benefits of NABH certification? Basic understanding that NABH help us to improve quality of our hospital, including patient and healthcare worker safety. For implementation process, first understanding of NABH including chapters, standards, and objective elements. Ground start with training sessions and then implementation process. Give you the example of FMS chapter that call facility management and safety. The organization has a system in place to provide a safe and secure environment. So that need to take SOP and implementation like every bathroom have grab bar for patient safety, same as bed railing. So first training the SOP policies and implementation as per NABH guidelines. When staff understand about NABH chapters and implementation successfully, then only apply for the NABH board.
As you rightly told, the understanding of anything will make the process simple. So, can you tell us how NABH implementation differs in new hospital and an old hospital with their own practices?
Yes. Actually, I'm working with old hospital and new hospital both. So old hospital NABs is quite difficult because they don't have proper infrastructure, and once new build as a hospital is very easy to do NABH process. Nowadays, upcoming new hospital planning as per NABH guideline only. The old hospital have may not space for length of stairs in the hospital, and might be only one lift. So difficult for fire and safety. Second challenge is for hospital that most of staff not ready to take stress for NABH documentation and others. Then, as per my knowledge, will take a initiative that spread the message to employee the benefits of NABH certifications and motivate them. Other challenges might be regarding the statutory compliance also. But Roshna, if work hard, all the team of hospital, it may easy in old hospital also.
Sir, that's a great message. So yeah, tell us few methods to implement these NABH standards in hospitals. There should be some methods, right? Effective methods. Can you please share those
Yes.
with us?
Excellent. NABH have a level. The first is entry level certification that call HOPE, HOPE, Healthcare Organizations Platform for Entry Level Certification, and second is progressive level, and finally NABH full accreditation. Large number of difference for every level. As you know that quality is journey, not a destination. Hospital plan to meeting for the implement NABH standards. Hospital management to start regular meeting, hospital rounds, training, and gap analysis. And then after gap analysis, action and taken with deadlines. So these are the methods of levels.
So to do this all these levels, how can we choose the methods for implementing particular NABH standard? Like based on what factors appropriate method can be chosen?
Yes, Roshna. Actually, NABH have many means guidebook and all the literature on their web. So NABH conducted many that's a training program also for this NABH accreditation. So every levels and it's easy available on the web portal. I suggest to start basic entry level, can register with username and password, then one by one fill up the details. It's around 7 days they had given. So details like journal information, contact details, hospital information, compliances like legal licenses, details of MOUs of various outsource, because outsource services we required MOUs for understanding. Hospital staffing nowadays NABH prefer detail, physical infrastructure, documents, and then assessments. This is the method.
So speaking of the documents, how important is the documentation process in NABH and why?
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but NABH need maximum documentation work. It's a very good question, and it's very important is documentation in the NABH process. See, the documentation in clinical area help us for safety of miscommunication in the clinical area. Roshna, normally for problems like in the clinical area, that miscommunication. So documentation is very important. Like maintain patient care of plan, that use of capital letters when prescribed medicines, to check near expiry stock, maintain the protocol of freeze temperature also, check safety measures like safety checklist, including the fire extinguishers expiry date, water test report, then cleaning of rooms, ICU, OT, infection control checklist for betterment of patients and staff. And every month or every 3 months or 2 months as per guideline, we need to collect the swab from clinical areas and test the reports. And monitoring the 7 step currently we all are facing the problem of corona. So we need to do 7 steps as per WHO guidelines.
So yeah, it looks like as you told in your answer, it's obvious that how important is NA-based documentation.
Yeah,
So moving on
right.
to the next question, can you
Yeah.
tell us why field visits or rounds have been made inside the hospital and how effective it is? That is in maintaining the standards of NABH.
Yes, thank you. Roshna, physical round also one of the very important in NABH. Sometimes fact documentation made due to laziness of staff. So, as a quality officer, daily round required to cross-check all the documents, including MRD audit, patients' satisfactions, equipment breakdown, maintenance, housekeeping, and other tasks. As a safety officer and infection control work also observing in the round. Clinical and safety round help us to improve quality work as well as cross-check they are working as per NABH standards, policy and SOPs. One of the best thing from NABH is self-assessment toolkit need to maintain and documented as per the protocol. Internal audit should required for surprise visit to set the maintain NABH standard as well as staff interaction for aware about NABH policy.
So yeah, as you told, fake documents might lead to some complications. What effect these implementation makes in the mindset of employee, and what are all the factors that determines the commitment of employee towards the NABH implementation process? Does choosing a correct method makes a difference in the above thing?
Yes, NABH standards implementation for employees, awareness of quality parameters, what should do in emergency situation like fire or missing the baby or something. We have actually NABH give a codes that improvement for safety and all the things. So code raid, I just give you the few code which we have introduced in our hospital. That code raid, it means if any fire occurred in the premises, means hospital premises, so team easily reach and control the fire and save the many lives. Then second is code blue. If any patients or any employee have medical emergency, so code blue team reach with doctors, nursing staff, with defibrillator machine also. So save the lives again. And the third is code pink. That is called child abduction. So nowadays child abduction is very means that time very difficult situation in the management and all the things. We have code yellow also, that is called mass casualty. We have code purple nowadays. Many mob violence affect the hospital, and that's why we have code purple mob violence also. These all code have designation means number that announcement system to solve the issues, and employee get other benefits like cleanliness, leave and salary awareness, vaccination, overtime, appraisal, etc.
So I think this code is very important to follow, right? So it's actually covers all the emergency parts and the necessary things.
Right, right, right.
Moving on to the next question, which is efficient and effective way to implement NABH at hospitals? Is it through own employee or through the consultancy? What do you think is the best way to do?
Yes. Actually, as per my knowledge, and that NABS implement should cover by own employee is good for all, because if own employee they already means understand all the things. If hospital have no quality or NABH or ISO experienced staff, they need to take help of consultancy. That is good idea. And hospital employees do the NABH process. They learn a lot. Plus, they aware the facts and not to do copy paste from other hospital or Google. Every hospital has own policies and SOPs. So these all are written in proper language to understand employee. Each department should store the hospital policy and aware about the NABH policies and SOPs. It would be easy if one employee does the NABH process.
I think that would be best option. It says with your answer. So, how many and which type of NIH quality indicators you maintain in the hospital?
Approx 72 above quality indicators need to maintain. Quality indicators give you whole story of hospital, including patient safety, marketing agenda, HR, MRD, if any file missing, bed ratio. Currently, we have around means as we are maintained many indicators, but few I share you that Roshna, that surgical site infection ratio, percentage of medication error, percentage of fall if any patients or employee will fall down in the premises. Due to COVID-19 will help us to quality indicator of employee hand washing percentage. So we maintain the employee hand washing percentage. This is very means help us current days.
As you're speaking about the age department, we all know that you are well experienced in also HR department and training and development and etc. So in
Yeah.
human resource management, how any which program helps and which type of training you have taken?
Yes. See, NABH always prefer to that training part is very important, and HR must need to take a training part regularly and documentation also, like photograph, video, and all the things. Key role of a HR department in NABH process. This HR needs to criteria like staff recruitment, advertisement for staff in print and social media. HR taken an interview of candidates and check the references of candidate whether candidate is good in character and others. In full accreditation, police verification of candidate also required. And secondly, as per NABH guideline, HR need to train the staff for grooming standards, induction, self-appraisal, hospital rules and regulations, employee job description, process of employee no dues after leaving the job. Sometimes it's difficult to if any employee left the job and abused something. And emergency codes of the hospital, I earlier spoken that event for staff to build their job satisfaction and mean that HR and staff, it's a bridge of management, HR and staff.
Last and final question to you. We
Yes.
are almost at the end of the podcast. Share us about your inspirational person. Whom do you think uh, this person inspired you so much?
Yes. See, Roshna, everyone have a godfather, and as per knowledge is every day is a learning day. This is my thoughts. Uh, Currently, I'm working with leading physician of South Gujarat, Dr. Kalpesh Joshi, and leading laparoscopic and general surgeon, Dr. Sanjeev Desai, to teach me the quality of work. So current time, both sir are my inspire persons. But in addition, I would like to remember my leader, role model, and well-wisher, Dr. Sunil D. Popat. He is the owner of Nidhi Hospital, Ahmedabad. He is a leading gastrosurgeon in the India. I worked with 10 years with Dr. Sunil sir. Actually, Dr. Sunil sir is very strict about the discipline and not to compromises for quality and punctual work. He has a vision for quality, and today I am giving you interview and share my knowledge. All credits goes to Dr. Sunil D. Popat sir only. It's great to share my inspire persons also here.
That's really nice to hear and about your leaders and your inspirational persons. So thank you so much for joining the Madrid podcast. We are looking for more interviews with you and all the best to you.
Yes, Roshna, I am and grateful opportunity to share my knowledge to healthcare people. I also deeply thank you and grateful to the MedReach team who regularly conduct the discussion with healthcare expertise to create value to the next generation. And I really thank you so much, Roshna, to you, your team, and your owner also. Thank you so much.
Sir, thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye. Hello, listeners. If you have any doubt regarding this episode, follow the topic in our MedReach Knowledge Sharing Forum. Thank you for listening. Hope you all enjoyed the session. Keep gaining the knowledge with healthcare industry expert by MedReach podcast through MedReach Knowledge Sharing Forum. Until the next episode, take care.